Hello everybody, and this is Chaos with Chaos Esports Productions, and today we are looking at the Aasl Finals. Today, this is going to be game number 1 on Whirlwind, and let me introduce player number 1. Player number 1 is going to be rGWhite, spawning up in the upper right as the blue Protoss player. He is rGWhite. Oak Tree Dude, go ahead and talk about the other guy.
Thanks. This is Oak to the cheated Oak Tree Dude here. Yes, I stole that. In the southwest corner, spawning brilliantly in the pink color of gods, and doing, what is this? A 7 pool?
8 pool.
We have, 8 pool. My bad. And we have NoDronesHere. Also joining us today,
Death Dealer has left the game.
Sam Midday, recently gotten into Complexity Academy.
Thank you, thank you. Funny thing is that we got no drones here at NoDronesHere.
Lols.
Very good one.
Alright, I think this is a good move. It depends how safe his opponent plays, though. I think he's going to play super safe. He's going, it looks like he's going Forge. Yeah,
Yep.
There we go, Forge first. This is just as a response to him not getting the first scout. He's afraid of specific cheese pools like this. So he's just going to play make a safe in it. It might not work out for him. This is a relatively tricky map to wall off the top of the ramp, but I think he'll be safe.
Now, I'm not sure why he scouted the bottom right, because I'm pretty sure they are force-spawned cross-position for this map, so...
From what I know, I don't think there's any version of Whirlwind that's cross-spawn. I think that's just a myth. And oh my lord, he's patrolling. Does he see this? Does he see this? He doesn't see the links go by. Oh my gosh.
Lack of information is going to kill him.
Oh.
He's going to notice there's something wrong. That probe is going to go back, and he's like, what in the world is going on here? But it's too late. The Zerglings have already gone out. They're not taking the path right through the watchtower, so Protoss players might be intercepting that.
Is there a stream delay, by the way?
Just a little bit.
How much?
Well, I mean, like a 3-second delay from when I talk to when it hits my stream, usually. So it looks...
Okay.
Probe sees the two Zerglings who are trailing behind. That's too late.
That
Already
is
we have-
not a full wall off. Oh, that was a sad face. Definitely
We
a
do have
dev-
one cannon, however, that's going to take down one lane. That's very poor control from Jones here. They're going up to the main expansion. They're going to the main right now. 1 drone, 5 lings. Protoss player smartly stacking up his probes. Manages to get the surround. Takes out down 2 lings. Not even a single worker killed thus far. Just playing on the shields of that. Is the Zerg player going to expand after this? Yes, I think he's going to expand after this. Oh, we have a pause.
Uh-oh. Really?
I find it okay. No, I'm actually gonna keep my mouth shut about that.
Keep warping in units. Getting on the observer out first, or what?
Huh. I wonder...
When do you get gases 2 or 3 and 4?
Awful ping lag? Huh.
See, I'm on that part now. This is when do you get Colossus done? You should be getting like an Immortal or something right now.
It feels like there's going to be some ping lag, some heavy ping lag from this game.
Okay, looks like they're... everything...
Who's Chief Ref for this?
I would assume it would be Bexy, but not exactly 100% sure. Okay, so looks like no drones is gonna go ahead and unpause it. We do see an expansion coming down from White. I'm really kind of surprised he hasn't built any zealots.
Immortal?
Alright, here comes the first one.
Chrono
Chrono's
Boost.
switching that baby out.
Unfortunately, he accidentally left that second, or at least I believe it was an accidental finish for the second gate. Usually what you want to do is you want to cancel that and throw it on a cyber core, so you're a little more ahead than you normally would be.
Yeah.
But at least now we can make twice the amount of cutting boys that he normally would be able to, so here we go.
A little bit of micro. Takes 1 hit from that zealot. Second zealot coming in.
That drone trying to desperately keep up.
Yeah. 2 lings immediately taken down. These 2 units are going to die pretty much in the main, trying to get one last good scout out, if not a little bit of a harass, splitting it up. Drones, trying to save that drone in the main. Not going to happen, though. That Zella is way too smart for it.
Okay, so back
Overall, though,
in the Zerg player space, it doesn't look like we've really seen much from him. He's put down his expansion. Definitely looking to get more into the macro game. I don't know. What are your thoughts as far as how things have played out so far, and you know, kind of what we're looking for as far as going into the mid game?
it's incredibly even right now. I would actually say that, yeah, I would say it's more or less entirely even. Perhaps the Zerg is slightly ahead. The reason why I say that is that normally the Zerg usually gets ahead after 1 or 2 waves of injects, but that usually comes a little later because the Queens come later. But since their expansions managed to finish at the same time, all those Lings really did was more or less normalize the game. But it looks like that we have sort of some sort of a cheesy play coming out here. We see a really fast Ling speed at the same time. We see a Baneling's Nest coming down. Although the Spine Crawler confuses me a little bit, just because if you want to do an all-in, usually just cut all the defensive corners and just go straight for your aggression. But
I mean, could he be expecting some early aggression? Because I mean, at this point, the Cybernetics core was delayed significantly, so he's not going to have to deal with any like warp gate early pressure. I guess I don't quite understand the Spine Crawler myself.
He could have received pressure from a Mothership core as well as some early Zealots. Like if he just left one Zealot and chronoed out a second Zealot while getting a Mothership core from that Cyber core immediately after, he could have applied some pressure and perhaps killed a Queen. If he was able to kill a Queen, what would happen is that the Zerg player wouldn't be able to put down any creep to expand to another base. So if he so decided to take a third base, the Protoss player could just do a push and kill the third base and put the Zerg player extremely behind, just because he doesn't have the creep spread and he would not be able to defend, especially with just Slings.
So what are your thoughts of this choice of going Stargate and going for Void Rays first? I know, generally speaking, PvZ, Void Rays can be really effective against a Roach push, but against all Lings, I don't think that's going to quite work out for him.
It won't, but what the Void Ray can do is that since the Void Ray already does bonus versus armored anyways, is that if he's good with his target fire, he can just immediately eliminate the majority of the Banelings before they even hit him. But normally what Protoss players do, like right now, the Mothership core is in the base. What most Protoss players normally do is that if they were to put it out, like, let's say, a fair chunk out of their natural, they would be able to see anything coming up. Like, if you were to send one Ling just to poke up the top of the ramp, it wouldn't make it, just because the Mothership core would kill it. And he would also see these Banelings coming, but since that isn't the case, okay, well, the second thing is, he's got 2 sentries. 2 sentries should be able to counter any amount of Baneling dust. Should be.
I don't know. It's going to be pretty heavy push.
It's a lot of Banelings. Fortunately, well, there's a 3rd sentry now. I don't feel like this should work for the Zerg player, but we'll see what happens. That is a lot of Banelings.
I mean,
I'm gonna go from the Protoss vision and see if he sees us coming. His camera's at the front. His camera's at the front.
Oh my gosh, he did not.
Immediately down.
Force fields are down.
Are Lings able to slip by? No, that is very well force fielded off by those sentries, although it's not going to last much longer. Void Rays will clean it up.
He sort of force fielded his Zealots out to reveal to the Zerg units.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll continue to put pressure, because, I mean, he doesn't have any more force fields, so he's not going to be able to really do much.
As well as the energy is almost completely gone from the Mothership core. That's always a good for the Zerg player.
Yeah, that time warp actually was really helpful, because it slowed him down enough that he didn't feel like he could actually push through.
We still have non-stop Ling and Baneling production from the Zergs, though. Go ahead.
Well, the wall is coming back. His force fields are back. And if you were to look at the worker count, he's 14 workers ahead of the Zerg.
So he's in a pretty good position.
He's in a position. Okay, to put it simply, it's his game to throw. We'll see what happens though. I'm surprised he's not putting his Void Razor's Mothership core out at the front, because he knows that his opponent, well, more or less knows that his opponent really just can't have any anti-air. I mean, 4 Void Rays, that's a lot of firepower.
Yeah, and unless you're playing somebody like Fitzy who likes to use lots of queens.
Burrow's on the way. I gotta mention that. What do you think is gonna be up here?
I feel that Burrow does not have many uses in this instance, because it doesn't help his all-in. all I can imagine it doing is if, for example, he were to burrow 2 banelings on the ramp and he were to run away and his opponent were to chase him and he were to detonate everything, but I just can't see him doing that.
Looks like we got some more.
Like if
A little manner here.
Yeah.
with that layer, with that burrow, if you were to reallocate the resources into a layer, then go speed banelings, I can imagine that helping. But not only would that take longer, it would just take away from the amount of banelings. Although it would put him on higher tech, so he'd be in a better position to transition out of here. But at the same time, I just feel like this shouldn't work.
I feel like I feel like
interesting.
I feel like the Zerg player is kind of dedicating way too much army. You know, he's not fully saturated back at home on his natural. His main's looking pretty good, but I feel like he should be taking a third at this point. Because I mean,
oh, this could be so bad. If he
Oh
does
my
this.
gosh.
Oh, he's
oh,
going around.
Does he see any of the burrow? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Oh, is this real
No
life?
observer on the
this
field.
is oh, full surround.
Recall. No, why would you die more?
Oh wait, well, actually, it.
All the zealots, almost all the sentries, and all the stalkers for sure do go out. We still have 6 void rays still remaining, plus the mothership core, as well as 2 sentries and a handful of zealots. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, and drone. Wow.
He's out. Yeah. Oh, he was dead. If you look at the supply counts, it was 102 to 57.
Yeah, that was definitely a telling tale.
But I do have to say that pretty much went as well as it could for him. As far as training armies goes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, he was just so far ahead in the economy, and he also had the tech behind it that it just really couldn't do much about it. So.
Well, NoDronesHere showing us a very good play, nonetheless, despite him losing. That was entertaining to watch.